Hi Stitchy friends, it's Chari. Welcome back to my channel and another FLOSSTUBE video. Today is FLOSSTUBE 32. Happy fall. Fall is finally here. I am ready for it to get cooler and the leaves to change. Right now it's kind of the back and forth between warm and cool time of year in Western North Carolina, so I'm ready for the permanent cool down, honestly. Today I have the tiniest bit of haul. I have some finishes, some fully finished things that I'm really excited to share as well. I have a couple new starts since last time, and we have a stitch along to talk about. So let's talk about the stitch along first. So Kathy at Hands On Design has released 4 new charts for fall. I love them all. I've already asked Kim at Sassy Jacks if she's getting them, and she said yes. And she said, which ones do you want? I'll set them aside. And so I told her all of them. Just give me all the Hands On Design. But the one we're going to talk about today is the new one in the Craft Room series. So this is the 3rd design in the Craft Room series. We did Call Me Crafty. I Was Stitching was the 2nd one, and this one is called By the Scissors. So I am starting on August 1st, and I've taken the chart and broken it into 3 sections just like I did before. So if you like a schedule, pick a section, top if you like to start at the top, middle if you like to start in the middle, whatever, and you can go by the schedule or just stitch at your own pace. It really doesn't matter. We just really like to see your beautiful stitching. So please tag us on social media so we can see it, and we like to reshare. And just like the other 2, I am going to be changing my colors a little bit so that it matches. I have talked about this before. Instead of the red, I kind of went with more pinks. For the quilt blocks, I kind of changed the colors. It's pretty straightforward. The only thing I did was change the quilt box to bring in some other colors. Otherwise, it's a 1-to-1 color conversion for the most part. Some are even the same color. And I can list those below as well. So yeah, we just want you to stitch along with us and have fun, make it your own. Life is short, just buy the scissors. Today, let's do haul. I'm gonna flip to my desk here. This is my one little piece of haul. Lollies, Crows, and Candy Corn by Brenda Gervais. I ordered this from a shop online. I had to wait a little bit because it was back ordered. I think for this one, I'll probably put it aside until next year. I don't think I'll get to it because my pile of things I want to work on for Halloween are awfully ambitious. So this one I'll probably put aside. This one kind of goes with something else I'm going to show you when we talk about finishes. So I'm just going to probably pop that into that project bag, and I'll have it for next year. So that's all the haul. Let's talk about new starts. So my first new start is a very small new start. It is Let It Grow by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It is a very small start. I've just started right in the center on that boot. And this is stitched on Chai linen, which is 36 count Chai from Seraphim. So I have a small start on that. I started this a while back. I need to get back to this one. I keep it in this fun project bag I made. Another start I have is this exclusive chart that is part of the Finishing Touch class that Chantel sold. You can't buy it anymore. She did a pre-sale. But I started last night on this one, the round one. And I am going to flip the colors and make a red house, then blue flowers. I live in a red house. My house is painted red. So that's why I'm flipping the colors. And I thought this would be the best one to try that on before I get to these, because if I don't like it, this one is much smaller and easier to restitch or fix or keep. And if I didn't like it here, I probably would not do it on the other two. So it's the called for colors. I just, where the pinks and the red are the flowers, I took those and did the house, and I'll probably do blue flowers at the bottom. Let's see what it looks like, and then I'll decide if I want to do the same thing on the others or not. So that is the Home Sweet Home from the Finishing Touch class, which unfortunately you cannot get anymore, but I just wanted to show you I started this. We are doing a little bit of a stitch along in September. It's kind of just stitch at your own pace. My other new start, which I talked about last time as plans, is the Woodland Witch by Brenda Gervais. And I have a really good start on her. She is, a lot of her is done. Oh, I'm not sure about this for the cloche. It is growing on me. I know this fabric is much darker than the model. This is 40 count Eastwick by Needle and Flax. I love this fabric. It's so pretty. I did make some changes. I did not do the squirrels that are down in the grass. And what I want to do is eliminate the leaves around her and make her more of a taller piece versus a wide piece. So, but I really love these little mushrooms and I don't want to lose them. So I might be scooching them over to just touch. I left a stitch out here so that maybe they could be right there. So that it's just slightly wider and hopefully a tall stitch. But that is the Woodland Witch. This is all the called for floss. I'm pretty sure. I might have changed out the grass to something that was a little more variegated because I got rid of the squirrels. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it was still one of the colors called for, actually. All right, let's talk finishes. I finished this just the other night. That's why it is not ironed. This is Tomato House by Plum Street Samplers. This is stitched on 40 count flannel flower by Fox and Rabbit. It is all the called for colors. The only changes I made are on the cat and the crow. There's a lot of 1/1 in their faces to have eyes and stuff, and honestly I was not interested in stitching those tiny little eyes. I didn't think it was going to look right. So there is some 1/1 like in the beak, in the feet, and the face, but I did it all black. I don't need to worry about the little tiny eyes. I think it looks fine. So I'll probably finish this into a tiny little pillow. It's just so small and cute. But I finally finished all the white. That was the last thing I had to do, was the white. I also love this fabric as well. I need to get some more because I keep using it on stuff, and I feel like it's one that I need to have just in my stash. Another finish I have is one that I've started and finished since we were here last. This is where I said this comes into play because I feel like this is the same ghost. So what I'm about to show you is probably what I'm going to do with this guy. I stitched some of these a long time ago, and I'm going to show them to you. Let's see. I don't even remember when I stitched them. It's when I first started stitching on Lugana. So I stitched Trick or Treat a long time ago. I've also stitched her, and I believe there's some others that are just not in this bag right now. But this is on 28 count Lugana. Since I stitched this, I have started stitching on much higher counts, and I've switched to linen. So I wanted to stitch this again. So I stitched it on a 40 count. This is that Eastwick, and I just think it is so cute and adorable. I'm going to make this into a little pillow. I'm not going to abandon this one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but now after seeing this, it makes me want to stitch some more in here on the tiny count. And also I think that's what I'll do with this one, is stitch it on this 40 count. So I need to get to Sassy Jacks and maybe get some more 40 count Eastwick as well. So that's the little trick or treat from the Jack-o'-lantern Jubilee. So now I need to fully finish that into something. Probably a little pillow, I think. And now for my fully finished projects. So I had this as a whip last time, I believe. This is Autumn Splendor by Brenda Gervais. And I spent the weekend painting this little frame and finishing this, and it was a delight to work on. Now this little frame is like a little crate type frame. This is from Hobby Lobby. I have used this for a finish before where you can fit, I believe it's a 5x5. Yeah, if you make a 5x5 panel and wrap your stitch around it, you can kind of just pop it right in there. I've actually done it to where it's not even glued and I can pop it out and put a new one in. But this one I've obviously finished off completely. So I painted this one with peppercorn for the inside with a little bit of dry brushing of this Maui sand, which is just slightly lighter. It's probably hard to see. Then for the outside, I use terracotta. I did some dry brushing with Starlight Gold. And then I went on it with Vintage Photo Distress ink. So I rubbed the ink pad on, then I kind of rubbed it with my finger. I obviously used some sandpaper and distressed it a little bit, and then I sealed it all with a clear matte coat and popped this in here. It is actually on a piece of foam core that's cut in a smaller square, so it has some nice dimension off the background. And the rickrack is Bird's Nest by Lady Dot Creates. And I think that's all I need to tell you about this. I like that it has the slats because I set this up, because this is nice and wide, it will stand up on its own. I set this up by a side window on a little side table I had, and the window, the light showed through the slats, which turned out looking really cool. So I'm very happy with this, very excited with it. I forget this, I think it is 36 count saltbush. I always put that on the bottom anyway, the information, and all the called for colors. So I just think this turned out so cute. I love it so much. I really like the stripes, and it turned out perfect on that square. The other finish I'm really excited to finish was a classic haunt by Hands On Design. If you've been around, you might know I finished this stitch a year ago, almost exactly. I finished stitching it when I had no power after Hurricane Helene came, and I sat on my porch for a week because I had no power. I did a lot of stitching. I finished this one during that time, and so it has been sitting for a year. I knew I always wanted to put it on the snow globe piece from Chantel's 141 design. This is similar to what my friend Nicole did. I always knew I wanted it on here. I had the piece, I had the stitch finished, and I just didn't do it. So I got motivated last weekend. I finished it off. I did do a Crackle paint finish on this. So I'll tell you the paint colors for this one too. I used Barnwood is underneath. Then you add the Crackle medium on top. And then Parchment is the color on top. And after it was dry, I did do a little bit of distress ink in pumice stone. Not a lot, just for some more darker spaces, and kind of rub that around with my finger to kind of smooth it out. So that's this part, the circle part. Now for the bottom, I wanted the Crackle finish too, but I wanted to pull in that green that's in the stitch. So I used citrus green as my first coat, followed by the Crackle medium, and then the top coat is the Peppercorn. And I just love that crack with the green peeking through. Now my little stars and my plaque, they are Tim Holtz Idea-ology products. And then my little pin is from Just Another Button Company. This is the one called for in the chart. My rickrack is Lady Dot Creates. I don't remember the color off the top of my head. I think it's Jack, maybe. I don't know, just some ribbons in my stash. And then the other fun thing I did was on the back, instead of painting it, I actually Mod Podged Tim Holtz Halloween fabric that I had in my stash, just a scrap. I stiffened it up with some Terra Magic. I put Mod Podge on, I put the fabric on, I trimmed with my scissors around the circle once it was all stuck down, and then I did another coat, and I used the super matte finish for the Mod Podge. Once it was dry, I did ink up the edges with some distress ink and black soot to kind of hide the, after I sanded it, actually hide the white where I sanded the fibers away. Then I added a little Idea-ology Tim Holtz spider, some black hemp twine, and a little bow so he looks like he's hanging down from the top. And I just think that this turned out so cute. So there are my 2 fully finished pieces, and it actually did make me pull out a whole bunch that I already had some mat board for, or I cut some mat board, cut my batting, started lacing. I got like 4 things laced that day after I finished these, because I was like, oh, I need to finish some more stuff. So yeah, that's all I have to share today. We talked about plans last time. I still have those plans. Like, I want to work on Pumpkins Glow. However, I have new hands-on design charts that I'll be getting. I need to work on by the scissors. Hopefully you'll join us for the stitch along. Remember to tag us, me and Kathy. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. So let's do a giveaway. Okay, so my giveaway last time was the 13 Spooky Smalls and some, what was this one called? Knight in Shining Armor Lugana to go with it. And my winner was Dana Simmons. So Dana, if this is your comment, please email me at the email listed below, and I will get this out to you as soon as possible. So hopefully you can stitch something for Halloween. Now, my giveaway today is more Halloween. I have more primrose charts to share. This is Halloween and Home Sweet Haunted Home. So I'm going to do both of those charts together, plus some 32 count Stormy Night Lugana to go with them. So if you'll use the keyword, let's go with the keyword haunted. So leave the keyword haunted somewhere in your comment to be considered. Please be 18. Please live in the United States. Please leave a comment by October 11th. I'm always looking at my calendar over here in my wallet. So leave a comment by October 11th with the word haunted in it to be considered for this prize. Yeah, and I think that's all for today. I should be able to share some of the new stitch along stitching next time, hopefully some more finishes. Like I said, I did actually like pull things out and start lacing them, and I have ideas for some stuff. One of my ideas I think is really fun, so I'm hoping to find some time to do that. However, I am like out of town a lot in October. So we'll see what I get done. But I'm really excited about these 2 finishes, and it really makes me excited to do some more finishes. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching and giving me a little bit of your time today. I hope you're having a fabulous fall, and I will see you next time. Bye.